I'd say an online magazine or an online presence is a place basically where your audience can find out about you, and you've got a way to push out valuable information or valuable content for your audience. And with the way online works, if someone receives something of value, they can basically copy that link and share it across, and it can literally go viral, exposing your brand to more and more people who could be part of your audience or join the brand's following. So it's great you may be selling a hard product like t-shirts or anything, but it's great to actually have an online presence, like an online magazine, and post content of value for people to actually share across, and like that brings in more people to your brand. I think at the end of the day, the key part with having an online magazine would be sharing content of value that can be shared across the internet and basically grow your community of followers. When you're setting up an online magazine, very similar to setting up a brand yourself, the first thing you need to figure out is what is the online magazine's purpose? What type of audience are we trying to reach? Because from there, you can define the content you should build up for them. And then you need to see how can I build content of value that's basically going to last a long time and can be shared across by your audience. The key part always being always trying to provide value as much as possible to your audience. So obviously when you're getting to implementation of the online magazine, one of the first things you run into is what technology should I use, which is easy if you've got a bit of a tech background to figure out that I can roll out something like a WordPress or any content management system. But obviously a lot of people are not from a tech background, so my suggestion would be obviously again go and research on what tech is out there. Ideally, if you can even learn how to use some of the tech systems, but the best way to do it is find a person from the tech field, ask them for advice. If you can get them to actually help you to build the site even better. That sort of solves the tech problem, which is one of the key barriers. And then once that's done, it's just basically what's the look and feel of the magazine? How do I want people to read the content or receive the content that you're setting up? Then following on from there, the next big challenge is how do you actually grow your community? How do you grow your community of readers, your followers that come across the site? And the first piece of advice I'd give there is it's a long game. So it's not going to happen very quickly. It's not going to happen fast. You actually want to be patient. Eventually, there's going to be articles and content that gets shared that brings in a lot of people. But what you want to do is be consistent, post at a set schedule. People prefer to read stuff that they know is always going to come through. Make sure it's always content of value so that people actually want to read it and share it. And then there's little techniques you can use, such as email marketing and stuff to actually grow your community and get more people to sign up and provide value for them. When setting up your own online magazine, we are in a better place now than we were maybe 10 years ago. So someone without a tech background can actually sit down and research for a couple of weeks or days and roll something out on their own. WordPress, for example, is free. Except obviously if you want to run it on your own domain and host your own and get some hosting of your own, then you have to pay that cost. But setting it up and using it is actually very easy for someone who's computer literate and has a basic understanding of how to use word processors and stuff. And there's a lot of other free tools out there that you can roll out. I always use the example of my brother. He's not from really tech background, but he rolled out his own websites and stuff. So it is a challenge, but it's possible. And again, like I mentioned, getting help from someone, there's a lot of tech people around, just a chat on what should I do or what should I use, or just asking online, you can get that helps for you. The other piece of advice I'll give is I wouldn't really focus too much on getting the tech too right or making the site look too good, because the key part is the content's value that you have. If something's really valuable, it doesn't matter if it's written on paper with a pen. If someone reads it and provides value, that's valuable content. So there are websites out there that are completely blank, no images or anything, just text, and I've got millions of followers. And other things like other websites also that like Craigslist and stuff that's just literally classifieds that are plain. Design is still like old 95 style, but the site's got millions of users. So focus on the value. And yes, you want to get the tech, okay? But then that's not what brings people to you. It's the value, it's the content you provide. Does it really make a difference in their life at the end of the day?